Every Q&A we've done so far, a question like this other one I'm about to read comes up. It's about what are good resources to help engage others who don't believe? How do I have conversations? So resources, we have a ton available here in the Resource Center. I would encourage you to check out the Ravi Zacharias International Ministries, rzim.org, rzim.org. There is just a plethora, a cornucopia, if you will, of resources available on their website. Let me give you, one of the questions was about how do I have conversations with people who are like on the bubble, and how do I answer these hard topics? There are a million topics specifically we could get into. Let me just give you a couple tools that I have found effective over the years for having those conversations. Number one is listen well. It's very easy when someone asks you a question, and I can be as guilty or more guilty than maybe anybody because I'm like, I get to do this professionally, right? And so when someone asks me a question about the Bible, I want to go for the answer immediately. But listening well and asking clarifying questions will tell me, what do you mean by that? Or why did this question come up? Really, really listening, because often the question is a surface level question, but there's something deeper going on. It's pretty rarely that it's just philosophical and this esoteric question that's bouncing around in people's heads. It's usually because there's a deeper existential reality. I'm asking this question because I'm hurting, because I'm confused, because I've been hurt by the church, because I'm angry at something that I think God did. So listening well and asking clarifying questions is key. I think the other thing I just want to say to you real quick is that you may feel like you have to have all the answers. You don't have to have all the answers right then. But if someone asks me a question and I'm totally stumped by it, what I can say to them is, I have no idea. That's a great question. Let me get back to you. Now your obligation is to get back to that person. And not with a 15-page paper on it, but say, hey, let me go and look up some resources. Let me talk to somebody and I'll come back. Because that does two things. One, it answers the question, but it also shows that you care. That the person is not just a challenge before you, but they are a person who needs Jesus, who has value in and of itself. That person is made in the image of God, and it's not like you're a project I'm going to accomplish. No, I actually care, and so I'm going to figure this out, and I'm going to come back to you. When I hear people patting themselves on the back and saying, I won an argument with an atheist today, I say, you may have won the battle, but you've lost the bigger war. You won this moment, but you lost the bigger thing, which is that we're not here to win arguments, we're here to win people. That's the goal. That's ultimately the goal. So don't feel like you have to have the answers immediately in the moment. Listen, ask good questions, empathize, and if you don't have the answers, go find them out and then come back and engage with people.